Welcome to AnimeFan Narrations, Solo Leveling, Episode 2, Chapter 53, Part 2. A smile spread across Jinwoo's face. He turned away without a second thought. The gate to the real world awaited him. Jinwoo stepped through. He found himself back in the clearing in the forest. It was the same place he had entered the quest's dungeon. The time was 5 a.m. The sun would soon rise.
Oh, right.
Jinwoo glanced at his watch and mentally kicked himself.
If I had known it would take this long, I should have informed Gina.
Fortunately, he had been late before due to the association's raids. Jinwoo looked back. The gate he had exited from was gone without a trace. As he gazed at the empty clearing, everything that had happened felt surreal. Wait, surreal? No, impossible. Jinwoo looked around. Soldiers clad in pitch black surrounded him. The shadow soldiers had appeared the moment he thought of them. At first, he had considered them monsters. Shadow soldiers, creatures summoned from the shadows of the dead. If they were monsters, what do you call the being who can create and control them at will? Jinwoo smiled.
Well, it doesn't matter.
He recalled the soldiers into his shadow again. The walk home felt effortless. Jinwoo slept for a long time. He couldn't help it. The moment he lay down in his bed, it was already morning. The ringing of his phone woke him. With great effort, he managed to grab it. Jinwoo answered the call with his eyes still closed.
Hello?
His tired voice cracked slightly.
What the, big brother, are you still sleeping? Do you know what time it is?
Gina's surprised voice came from the other end, so Jinwoo asked.
What time is it?
It's 2 p.m.
What?
Jinwoo peeked at the phone through barely open eyes. She was right.
Big brother, you do remember that you have to come to the school today, right?
Her voice was filled with concern. This prompted Jinwoo to finally sit up in bed.
When do I need to be there?
By 5.
Got it. I won't be late. Don't worry.
That's my brother. Call me when you get here.
Gina ended the call cheerfully. Jinwoo scratched his head and slowly got up. If he got ready now, he could make it in time.
Still, I'm about to meet my little sister's teacher.
And it was for a high school senior's parent-guardian meeting. They say it's one of the most important meetings in a student's life.
I can't go looking like this.
He went over to his wardrobe and started searching through his clothes. A musty smell greeted him. It wasn't pleasant. Jinwoo frowned. The best option he found was the old suit he had worn for his graduation.
Can I wear this?
He tried it on, but it didn't fit. The suit was too tight on his body.
Wow, I've really grown.
Trying on his old clothes confirmed it. The suit felt like it was about to tear. Now what? As he wondered what to wear, his eyes landed on the bank book Yu Jinho had given him. It contained the earnings from their raids. Glancing back and forth between the ill-fitting suit and the bank book, a smile spread across Jinwoo's face.
It's been a while. Maybe I should go shopping.
However, there was something he needed to check first. Actually, it wasn't something small. It was quite important. Jinwoo took off the suit, sat down on his bed, and opened the status screen.
Status screen.
An information box filled with numerous details appeared before Jinwoo's eyes.
Name, Sung Jinwoo. Level, 51. Class, Monarch of Shadows. Title, Wolf Slayer, 1 more. HP, 11,035. MP, 1,022. Fatigue, 0. Stats, Strength, 132. Constitution, 91. Agility, 111. Intelligence, 70. Sense, 93. Available stat points, 10. Physical damage reduction, 46%. Skills, passive skills, unknown, level max. Unyielding spirit, level 1. Advanced dagger proficiency, level 1. Active skills, sprint, level 2. Bloodlust, level 1. Stealth, level 1. Vital stab, level 2. Dagger throw, level 1. Class-specific skills, active skills, shadow extraction, level 1. Shadow storage, level 1. Equipment, Red Knight's helmet, S. Gatekeeper's necklace, A. High-level Knight's breastplate, B. High-level Knight's gauntlet, B. High-level Mage's ring, B. Mid-level Assassin's shoes, C.
Jinwoo stuck out his tongue at the extensive status screen.
It feels like just a few days ago this was almost empty.
He thought. It was true. Not long ago, his status screen had been nearly barren. But now his skills and equipment had expanded significantly. Most notably, his new class stood out.
Class, Monarch of Shadows.
Just yesterday, this spot was marked with the word none. Every time he had opened his status screen before, that none had bothered him. A hunter who didn't participate in raids was essentially seen as unemployed. At least, that's how society viewed them. But now, with his new class, he felt a sense of legitimacy and purpose. So when he previously checked his status screen and saw the absence of a class, it struck a chord with him. Now, he couldn't help but feel delighted as he looked at the newly updated part of his status screen.
Is this what they call an inferiority complex?
Of course, having none in that section didn't mean he didn't have a job in reality. Still, it reminded him of his past. Other hunters raided and earned a fortune without worrying about public perception. He wasn't like them. He couldn't even proudly say he was a hunter. After all, he was just an E-ranker who barely survived.
Hello, I'm an E-rank hunter.
Every time he said that, anyone who knew about hunters would praise his effort but mock him behind his back. That's why not having a class bothered him, despite how illogical it was. But now, he had something special. He was still a hunter, but he had obtained a unique role called the Monarch of Shadows.
Even if it's not exactly what I imagined.
He had no regrets. If anything, he was satisfied. If he weren't in his room, he would have summoned Ygritte and the Shadow Soldiers right there. Jinwoo was eager to test their abilities in battle. What if they could harness 100% of their former powers?
Probably not.
But the thought made his heart race. Jinwoo stood still, feeling his heartbeat. In his mind, he was already planning his next raid. He was also looking forward to Yu Jinho's reaction. Imagining the young man's astonished face, Jinwoo couldn't help but laugh. Hold on.
Now that I think about it,
If he could raise a dead target, and if that target wasn't limited to monsters or magic beasts,
I should be able to raise a soldier from a dead hunter, right?
it seemed obvious, but he had avoided the idea because it involved a human. The thought of commanding an undead soldier from a dead man's shadow was shocking. Even so,
What if I could resurrect the shadow of an A-rank or S-rank hunter?
the power he'd gain would be beyond comprehension. Even if the soldier retained just 50% of their original strength, it would be enough for him to tackle high-level dungeons. The light flutter of his heart turned into a pounding rhythm, but Jinwoo shook his head.
Raising a human being as an undead is...
It was something that shouldn't be done. No matter how much it could enhance his power, he wanted to steer clear of that path, unless someone truly deserving came along.
Not that there are many chances to fight another hunter.
Even if such a chance arose, there was a moral dilemma. Humans weren't monsters or magic beasts, all right. For now, he would be content with the army he had.
I did get a boss-level soldier, too.
The Shadow Soldier who was level 7 and a Knight grade. How strong was he? Jinwoo looked forward to his next raid. As Jinwoo gazed at the screen in delight, he noticed something else.
Title: Wolf Slayer, one more.
One more?
He suddenly recalled that the reward from the class advancement quest mentioned a new title. Jinwoo checked the hidden title.
One who has triumphed over adversity. For every 1% HP lost, all stats increased by 1%. It's a title given to those who have bravely faced and overcome adversity.
I like it.
It was an incredible buff that would enhance all his attributes as he lost health. The Wolf Slayer was useful, increasing his attributes by 40% against beast-type monsters. However, its condition made it less beneficial most of the time.
If I'm up against something other than a beast type, it's like I have no title at all.
And now, he had earned a title he could always rely on. Thinking it over, it even worked well with his unyielding spirit passive skill. Without hesitation, Jinwoo changed his title.
Title: One who, one more.
The unused title would be hidden, but he could always swap it out when needed.
Next stats.
He had received 3 rewards after achieving a high number of advancement points. The first was advancing to a higher class, the second was the new title, and the third was bonus stats.
Stats: Strength, 132. Constitution, 91. Agility, 111. Intelligence, 70. Sense, 93. Available stat points, 10. Physical damage reduction, 46%.
There were 10 unallocated points. In the past, he might have invested them in agility or sense, but things were different now. Jinwoo put all 10 points into intelligence. Even so, the stat only reached 80.
Stats: Strength, 132. Constitution, 91. Agility, 111. Intelligence, 80. Sense, 93. Available stat points, 0. Physical damage reduction, 46%.
Compared to strength or agility, it was really lacking. It even lagged behind his constitution stat, which he had previously neglected in favor of increasing agility. That's how much Jinwoo had neglected his intelligence stat.
Thanks for watching Solo Leveling on AnimeFan Narrations. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for updates. Share your thoughts in the comments. See you next time.